So Chris, 2026, a lot of big plans for Platform 365. We've recently gone through a company restructure, and now we've got a lot of exciting new products to bring to our current clients and new clients. So do you want to talk us through maybe some of the things we've got coming up?
I can try. So I think some of the exciting things we've got going on at the moment is really kind of the security package that we've put together. We've been working for quite a while now on this, and kind of the reasons behind that is because of evolving cyber threats now, is that it's become increasingly important for us to protect our clients, and it's something that we take quite seriously. So we've put together a suite of products and services that we feel can really have a big impact in companies' security.
And this is our standard, right? So all of our new clients that we onboard with, we're now taking that security first approach. So you know, you're not going to have to pay any additional add-ons. You pay one set fee per user and you get the full package, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what we're doing is for new clients that we onboard, it will just become part of the standard service. So there will be a per user cost for a fully managed support service, but it will include all of that security built into it.
Okay, and how can new prospects or new businesses look to onboard with us? So let's think about, obviously there's a lot of different sized businesses, right? So there might be someone that's just starting out. There might be someone that's already got an MSP and they might think it's such a headache to move across, or maybe they're just unhappy with who they're with at the moment. So in those scenarios, if we start with like a small business, one-man band to 10 users that don't currently have any IT support, what can we offer them?
So I think there's a lot of MSPs out there that would probably kind of shy away from new businesses, but what we're offering is a package called Smart Start. And this is designed specifically for new businesses, startups, people that want to get their business off the ground and make sure from an IT point of view that they're set up correctly from the get-go. So what Smart Start includes is us basically creating like a Microsoft 365 environment for them, setting up all their email accounts, making sure that everything we do is set up securely for them from the beginning, even things like setting up SharePoint for file storage. And then we can hand that off to them. It's like a one-off piece of work. There's no commitment there for them to have to stay with us for support. Obviously, they can do if they want to, and we've got that relationship with them. Then brilliant.
So I guess when businesses are starting out, there is that cost element to it, right? So taking on an MSP like us to do this, they're probably a bit worried and thinking that's going to be expensive. But because it's a one-off piece of work, rather than doing it yourself, doing it wrong now, and then paying more later to rectify these problems, particularly with the cybersecurity threats nowadays, this is the right move, right?
It's exactly the right move. Yeah, I think we've found from experience dealing with companies that we've bought in that have been of a smaller size, that maybe initially just did the support themselves or set things up themselves, that we found things have been missing, security wasn't set up properly. So really giving them that that fresh start has been quite difficult sometimes when they've had their own setup. So that is why we're offering this Smart Start, is just to give them that peace of mind that is set up correctly from the beginning.
Yeah. So in summary, then they're getting all the correct security baselines, building blocks in place to then move forward, rather than later on, being in a bit of a sticky situation where things haven't been set up right, they've had an issue, and then someone else has got to come in and fix that.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. And then the other scenario we've got, obviously, where we help bigger businesses where maybe they've already got an MSP, or maybe they've got, a one-man internal IT team, and maybe they're just not happy with the service, or maybe they're not confident that they have been set up securely. So what can we do for those type of businesses?
So for those type of businesses, we offer a package called Scale Smart, which is designed for existing companies that may have been running for a little while. As you've mentioned, may already have some level of IT support already, but just aren't sure of what they've got. So what we do is, as part of Scale Smart, is we complete a complete kind of infrastructure review for them of their IT environment, and really kind of make sure that it is set up correctly, produce a report for them that shows them areas they might need to improve on, or anything that's not been set up correctly.
And this is, I suppose, really beneficial then to get that external assessment, if you like. We've spoke about it on another one of our podcasts about schools, about getting that independent review. So sometimes, marking your own homework isn't always, great because you're so ingrained with it. So actually getting that outside perspective is really quite valuable.
It can be very valuable, yeah. I think, like you say, Dan, we've mentioned this on another podcast we did, is that, almost marking your own homework is quite hard sometimes. People just don't see things that when they've set it up and they're so close to it. So us coming in with that external view of it, I think really helps.
That's great. And then also something quite exciting that we're not doing right now, but we are looking to push forward with is Copilot readiness. So we're going to be able to offer independent businesses the opportunity to sort of sign up with us again on like an ad hoc piece of work to look at their business and see, are they ready to actually enable and start using Copilot in a safe and secure way?
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, nowadays, everyone knows AI, and Copilot in particular is massive, and it's only growing more and more. More businesses obviously want to take use of it, and they absolutely should. But the issue we're finding is that companies aren't sure if they're ready to use it. Obviously, there's concerns around it having access to data that it shouldn't, all those types of things. So what we can do is we can run a Copilot readiness check against their Microsoft 365 environment. And again, it will produce a report that shows them any things that that need to be changed or implemented, specifically around security and things like that, for them to be confident that they can implement Copilot in a secure way.
Yeah. And everything we're talking about now is all around security. And something that I'm quite proud to be leading within our business is what we call Assurix. So Assurix is making sure that MSPs are saying or doing what they're actually telling you and giving that information to you in real time. So this is what sets us apart from a lot of our other MSPs. So we can easily tell people, oh, yep, we close SLAs 99.9% of the time. We're checking your backups. We're testing your restores. But how does a client actually know that apart from trusting their word?
It's very hard for clients to know that, exactly. I think MSPs in the UK, they're not regulated. So I think for us going for something like Assurix, it just, we want to show people
in real time.
In real time, yeah. We want to show people that we are meeting those standards and the SLAs we say we meet are being met, and the security we say we've got in place is actually there. And we've got an external, proof of that with this commitment to Assurix.
Because at the end of the day, there's no point in us protecting the client's data on their end if we're not protecting it in the right way on our end, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then finally, I just want to touch back on, again, our fully managed support piece. So what does our fully managed support package actually look like from end to end for a client?
So with the fully managed support, I think we touched on it at the beginning, is it's a per user package. So we would review what each company have got in terms of users. We can customize that package to fit them as well, though. The security we're offering as standard with that is things like email security, cyber awareness training for staff, backups, all that type of stuff is built into the package as standard.
And how is that onboarding process, or how does it look? Because as I mentioned before, for some businesses where they've already got an internal team or they've already got an MSP, it could be quite daunting to switch between providers. So how do we make that a seamless approach?
Well, I think that just comes from the way that we work. We've done this a lot of times. We've onboarded clients. We always try and make it as absolutely as seamless as possible. Basically, we will do the heavy lifting for them. We will work with their existing MSP to make sure that everything is handed over. We'll produce a plan, a structured project plan for them with dates and everything of when stuff transitions across. All designed around making it as easy and as seamless as possible for the client.
I always like to compare it to switching energy provider. You tell them you want to switch, and then they go off and deal with it, and all you care about is paying a new person and hopefully having a better service.
And that's it. That's exactly how it should be, yeah. And we try to make sure it's as easy as that.
Okay, that's great. And let's look at the rest of 2026. Have we got anything else in the pipeline that we can think of that we want to talk about and we want to share today? Or how can maybe the viewers get in touch with us or even get our newsletters to find out more about this in future?
I don't know them.
Go to the website.
Go to the website.